Uh, Good morning, all. Welcome back to another fly tying video. Today we're going to be tying a fly that I actually found the other day online, just kind of perusing through just different flies. It's called a Fat Albert. Should tie these on a pretty good size, decent size hook. Right now I have in the vise a 200R size 8. Okay. This right here is the fly. It's on a 200 on a just a size 10 or size 8 streamer hook. I'm sorry, size 8 streamer hook. Okay. Again, it takes a lot of materials, and this one here I tied. This is on a size 6 streamer hook, so a little bit bigger of a hook. You know, I just want to give it a whirl. But as you notice, it's very leggy. There's a lot of materials, so we will get started with this. Again, in the vise is a 200R, TCO 200R. It's basically the reason because the shank is like a constant curve in the shank. Okay, so you're gonna want two different kind of foam for this. I'm gonna tie green and tan. I just dropped my tan. Green and tan. Okay, so here's your tan thread, and you're gonna want your green thread, or your green thread. My gosh, green foam, tan and green foam. Okay, you're gonna be tying a lot of this on here, so we'll kind of show what we're gonna do. All right. Okay, first things first. Again, get your thread started on the hook. Want to start it probably about back there, because that's where you're gonna stop everything. That way it doesn't crowd the eye. Bring it back, okay. Trim off your tag. Bring it back. Bring her back all the way. Start going down the bend. Okay. Bring it back up. Okay. Again, this fly has a lot of foam on it, so it's gonna float pretty well. Excuse me. Still should add some, floating to it. Okay, so take your green foam, your tan foam, about a hook gap in length. Okay, cut a piece. Okay, of your green, cut a piece of your tan. Okay, cut that off. All right, green and tan thread. Okay. All right, now what this is going to look like? You're going to tie both these pieces down, but then you're going to fold them over top. So whatever foam you want on top, I'm going to flip it, go like this. Okay, I'm going to want the green on top, which means I'm going to tie in the green first. Okay, so get it back here again. Start it, get it secured. Okay. Start wrapping back. Go all the way back. Actually start, even go down into the bend a little bit, because that's, this is the way this hook is, that's the way it's designed, Back down to the hook. Okay. Wrap up. And you're going to be wrapping over top of all of this foam, so don't worry if it's, if it's not completely pretty. Back up, back down. Okay. Get this all secured. Watch your thread on the hook, because again, these hook points are very sharp, and all it takes is one little pass and nicks it, and then all of a sudden, oh crap, you got to tighten down and bing, your thread, which actually happened the last time I tried this. Okay, now your tan again, bring back up. Okay, pinch it in. Okay, get it started. All right. Okay. Get all tied down. Okay, bring it all the way back to where you started, actually the green, where you stopped with the green. Okay, and again, tie all this down. Okay. All this down. This is going to be the complete underbody of the fly. And again, I've found this kind of fly, you can make it your own. You can do whatever 2 color combinations you want. It's completely up to you. I just use the tan and the green because, you know, just tan and green. You can use black and green. You can use brown. I've seen a lot of people use the brown. The brown and tan are two really good colors. Okay. All right. Once you get that, this is where you want to take your tan foam first. Now, the back part of this is going to be segmented, so I'll show you. So you're going to try, you want to kind of like gauge a point where you're going to stop that. So it's going to be about right there. So I'm going to come up a little bit, bring your tan foam over, okay? Loose wrap, okay? Bring it on again. Snug her down, okay? Snug it down, all right. Jump it forward a little bit. Loose wrap, bring it in, snug it down, okay. Bring it forward. Loose wrap, bring it in, snug it down. Okay. That is your, basically the segmented look on the back of the fly, all right? Now you're gonna wanna bring your green up over top of that, okay? Again, loose wrap, snug it down, loose wrap, snug it down, okay? Now, see if, hopefully you can see that there's the underbody part of that is actually segmented. There's like 3 different little segments, okay? That's kind of like what it gives, you know, what the, this type of fly, why it's called a Fat Albert. That's just where, okay, where everything's gonna be. Just want to make sure everything's still recording. Yes, we're still recording, okay. I did do a video earlier of this, but I kind of found that when I was watching TV, the movie wasn't really appropriate, so I had to shut it off. So, hey, these things happen. All right, now that you got that on there, now, the other stuff we're going to use, it's called, where's the package? Called EP trigger fibers. They are, it's a wing, like wing material, okay? Basically, you're going to tie this on top, a couple loose wraps, okay? Then bring it back. Don't worry about where this is at because you're going to, this is all going to be pressed down by the third piece of foam that I will show you what we're going to use, okay? And let's see, I'm going to probably just comb this back a little. Just take your comb, kind of fluff this out a little bit, you know? Just take and fluff her out a little bit. Good there, there we go. All right, now you're going to use, since first time I did this video, I kind of goofed it up. Silly legs, whatever kind of silly legs you want, all right? 2 legs, cut them off, okay? Take and tie an overhand knot in both legs, just like so, okay? Just like so. All right, pull it snug. And we're going to put a drop of super glue on that knot, so don't worry about it. Now, you notice when I tied that, this part of the leg kind of like it went crooked down like that. So, you want to do, take your scissors and trim one of those legs off. So you have one leg there, and there's 2 of them up here. What you're going to do, okay, take and hold. This is where silly legs are so much fun. They can be so cantankerous at the same time. Bring the knot, where that knot is, kind of bring it back probably about where the back of the body is. Okay. Snug it. All right. If you can see that, it kind of like, hopefully you can see that. You have 2 legs up here and 1 leg back here, but it kind of like sits down. Don't worry, everything's going to be trimmed. Okay, don't worry about that. Again, two more silly legs. Cut them off like that. Okay. Again, tie an overhand knot. All right. Don't do what I just did. Okay. All right, there we go. Overhand knot, and again, trim the one leg that's not really cooperating, okay? And tie it on the side closest to you, okay? Get in position, snug it down. Okay, there's your legs. Okay, like I said, this fly is really, really leggy. Okay, now you're gonna take and another piece of tan foam. Show you here. Another piece of tan foam. Okay, or have it cut. Put it on top of those trigger fibers. Okay. Tight in, loose wrap, and snuggle down. All right, get it snuggled down. I'll show you what's going to happen once we. Because you're probably saying, "Oh my gosh, there's so much foam." Yeah, there's a lot of foam on this. Okay, on this fly. And if you want, trim the points here, back behind those fibers. Your wing is still there. Now you're going to jump your thread forward to where we actually started tying in that foam. Okay, right there. All right, bring all 3 foam pieces down. Okay. Loose wrap. Tighten, loose wrap. Tighten. Okay. Loose wrap. Tighten. All right. Okay, we're still there. Okay. Good, good, good. All right, now you're going to want to take, okay, 2 more silly legs, or not one, sorry. One more a single silly leg. Cut it off. Okay. Tie where you brought that overhand like that. Tying a leg on your side. Okay. Again, silly legs can be very cantankerous. You gotta watch where you're tying them. Snug it down. Okay. Now you want to take and bring this single leg on the other side and tie it in right there. Okay. Bring it in, snug it. All right. Now, bring your, just bring it kind of like trim this out of the way, because what you're going to do, you're going to pull all these legs back, and at the same time, hold the foam up so you can put in your whip finish. Okay. Sure that's good and snug. We're going to be gluing down everything majorly, so we don't have to really about, cut that off. Now, okay, we got all that done. We're going to take our scissors and basically right at the eye, okay, I'm going to bring all these together. Cut all those off, okay? Again, you can do some trimming with the, make the head a little bit pointier, It's completely up to you, okay? Again, this fly has a lot of foam, so it's going to float really well. Now for the trimming. Okay, you got to trim your legs, all right? Got to trim your legs, all right? So the back ones kind of make them, about like that, okay? About halfway, whatnot. Okay, just that leg's a little bit cockeyed, but hey, what the heck. Front one's up, back one's up. Okay, trim it. All right. And that is your finished Fat Albert. Again, a lot of foam, floats like really well, apparently. I've yet to use it, so the last thing you want to do is put some glue on it, okay? Especially like where these silly legs are and those joints, okay? Just get some glue in there and those joints, you're fine. You also want to put like a little dab of glue on that knot you have in the leg. It keeps from the trout from pulling the knots out. Okay, again, make sure you always, where you whip finished, make sure you get that nice and good. And on the opposite side of the legs, okay, make sure they're all good. All right, and that, my friends, is the finished Fat Albert. Again, not a real complicated fly, but you kind of have to make sure you do things in order. So, okay. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and tight lines, everybody.